So, we had newly moved down to Arkansas and didn't know anyone, didn't have a community or anything like that yet. And we go to the farmer's market. And there, in one of the stalls, on a banner, I see a crescent moon, very similar to this one. And below it, it says two sisters, right? And instantly I'm intrigued. One, the moon symbol. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm going to be drawn to that. And two, I'm the eldest of three sisters. So any sort of business endeavor that's performed by sisters together, I'm already going to be drawn to. And on top of that, on the sign was also a homestead symbol with some herbs and plants. So I make a beeline for this stall, right? And I'm thinking, I may have found some of my people. Not only did I find some of my people, but I found this stuff. And guys, as you know, I don't usually do any sort of advertisements or anything like that outside of just sharing with you like where I got my crystals from or things like that, right? So this is out of the ordinary for me, but I have to share this with you, okay? And I'm not getting anything in return for this or anything like that, guys. This is just me wanting to share something magical with you. So at the time, my daughter was having a little bit of a fungal rash on her back that sometimes happens in teenage years when you get just a little bit too much, yeast in the skin, that sort of thing. And we had tried some products, the doctor had recommended things like that, and they did not work. And the very first thing I see when I walk up to the stall of the Two Sisters Project was this nasturtium salve for topical use for antibacterial and antifungal. It cleared up almost overnight. I kid you not. I am not exaggerating. Okay? This stuff works. Then we went back and we were having some trouble with, we went out and gone swimming and gotten a little bit of a sunburn for midsummer, and that sort of thing. And I was having some dry skin. And so we got this and used it on the sunburns and the dry skin. And that really, really helped. But then we decided to try it on my son's eczema, his skin condition that he's got. He's got contact dermatitis and all of that jazz. And when we've spent his entire life, nearly 20 years, of lotions and creams and ointments trying to find things that helped him. And this stuff has worked better than anything else that we have tried. I kid you not. Okay? So years, decades of trying to find something that relieved his skin and caused the redness, irritation, and inflammation to go away. And we find it at the farmer's market, right? You can't make this stuff up. Then we went back when my folks were visiting, and we came across this Hoary Mountain mint salve. And guys, I grew up in an area that does not have fire ants, okay? And then moving down here where there's fire ants, and I'm a farm girl. I work outside, okay? I was getting in farm and fire ants constantly, getting a bunch of different bites all over my hands, my feet, you name it. This Hoary Mountain mint salve, and for those of you in the north, this works great for chiggers and mosquito bites. Okay, absolutely fantastic stuff. I went from literally ripping my own skin off because the fire ants were driving me insane to putting this stuff on and not scratching it. I was blown away. Absolutely blown away. And then with the pain relief salve, various people in the family have had things like arthritis or, fibromyalgia or things like that where they're in a lot of pain on a regular basis. And we have started using this for those that have that difficulty. And to be quite frank and honest, I am in pain a lot of the time because of a neurological disorder that I have. And So anything that helps relieve that a little bit, that is natural and doesn't cause my body any further harm, is something that, I'm willing to give a try. And I've tried a bunch of different things. But this pain relief salve is fantastic. Not only does it not burn the skin like some of those other topical pain relievers, but it naturally, with a very pleasant smell, helps relieve pain in your joints and skin and things like that. So I had to share this with you guys because it's almost like there's a little bit of magic in every container. You know what I mean? You don't 100% understand why it works. You just know that it does. And I couldn't hold this to myself. I just had to share with you guys, okay? So, go and check them out. They're on TikTok at A Tale of Two Sisters. Tale of Two Sisters. It's not it's at Tale of Two Sisters. And then their email is taleoftwosistersproject@gmail.com. They're also over on Facebook. All right, check them out and tell them Fair Lady of the Lock sent you. Bye.